Hwa Rang form for advanced purple belts. These are some of the highlights of what I'm looking for as I watch students perform at testing or tournaments. All right, first move. I'm not going to be picky at tournament. If the other school's instructors tell them that palm can go straight out, the way as I've understood it, as I've seen it done from multiple different people, is every single one of our forms starts with a block. So this wouldn't be really a block if it's going straight on. It becomes a block if it angles, right? Something's coming straight at me, I use it at an angle to block, and then my next two moves are counterattacks. That's where I can start doing attacks, right? So from here, ready, that's getting relaxed again, just working on relax, explode. I'm pulling this hand back, but I'm also getting my hips cocked back as I step that left foot out here. All right, relax, explode. 1-2 punches fast. I'm pulling for this block as I step this foot into a back stance, but it's my hips that I'm really watching. Then I want to throw that block. I say reach upper, becomes kind of like a circle that drops down low because I need, if I'm going to punch as an uppercut, I need my hand has to come down from low to up, right? So from here, that top hand drops, and I'm timing that. I'm timing the hips, landing my weight in that stance, even though my feet didn't change. I'm timing the weight landing with when my hands finish. They both hit at the same time. Point, side punch. Here's a fixed stance, 1 foot length longer than the back stance. Cross, knife. This is one of the weirdest moves as far as I see weird. All of our crosses and all of our preparations for moves have the hands turned specific ways for reasons, because as I finish, there's always a twist at the end. This one here, coming from the side punch, I purposely want to keep my palm pointed out as I do the cross, which doesn't give me much twist. It gives me a little bit of a downward torque I can do on my wrist a little bit, but mainly it's going to be the speed and my hips that are helping with land the power on that knife hand right there. Then step left, punch left. Simple enough, easy for this belt level to get. Cross, turn low, hips. Aim, step punch, hips, timing, breathing, relax, explode. That's all what I'm looking for. Slow. Then this next move, I grabbed onto them. They grabbed my fist, now I'm grabbing onto them so they can't get away. And I'm going to take that elbow there and move it right toward them. I'm doing that as I kind of pull them into me. But I don't want to move my front foot back, I want to step into them. So it's my back foot, my left foot that steps up as I do that elbow. It's like I'm doing kind of like a hook punch. It would come from the side here. That's what I want. I want this foot to help aid my hips. That foot motion right there. I'm not landing feet together, but basically shoulder width. So I land in a balanced position, right? I've still got a hold of them. And then when I do this kick, when I throw this side kick, I'm kind of even pulling them into it so I can stretch them out and get them right in their ribs with the side kick. So it's side, and I still got a hold of them, then I cross, strike. I'm looking for balance after that side kick and hips to land that knife hand strike. If you're advanced round or up higher and you're coming back and relearning this form, I'd definitely like to see you try to stick that kick for a millisecond out there so I see your muscle control, right? So you're here doing the elbow, and notice it's not going to be me square here. That elbow is what I want in front, so it's kind of like I'm pulling this hand into the middle of my chest as I do that, right? Side kick and sticking it out there, just let it freeze for a second. Then you show your balance and your hips here. Step 1, step 2, there's your yell. You've been doing those steps and those punches since white belt, so that should be easy. Turn and reach for the block. Again, that's hips, that should be easy. Palms up. Spear, that's you're using your hips to push that spear hand forward. That should be simple, we've done that a few times now. Front foot doing the turn and becoming the back leg as I turn to do a back stance the other way. This is a little bit different for us, but it's not difficult if you practice it at home. Just get used to, you're gonna rock your weight back on that back foot here as you begin your turn. But I want that foot and this block to land at the same time. Then you got your 2 round kicks. I'm looking, the same thing for these as I do for everything when I'm seeing kicks, all right? If it's a round kick or side kick, I want to see their pivots. So I'm watching that foot there as I bring this one up. Remember, for round kicks, I do want my knee to stay out here in front. Right? That's a good round kick. I don't want the knee to move in or out on this. That's what I'm looking for out of side kicks. So I want to see that your student can help show me the difference, or can show the judges a clear difference between round kick and side kick. So I'm here and I do those round kicks. I'm watching that knee come up and stay up there. Then I've got my balance and my hips pulling that last block down as I land. Cross, low, that's easy enough. Shifting that front foot over to a fixed stance. We've done that in other forms, so that's not a challenge. But now your challenge is you're thinking, my attackers aren't all coming off at a straight line. Now they're coming from angles here, so that's a little bit weird, a different way to get used to this move. It's not really challenging. Just getting your mind in a different set. Same thing, my fixed stance still points this way, straight where my foot's moving along this straight line path, but my punch goes off at the angle. Same thing for the last one. Then I shift into that X. That's just like what we've done before. I want my hands and my feet to land at the same time. I'm going to breathe on it, relax and breathe in and during the reach, during the pull. And exhale when I execute the move. Then I'll bring my arms up here because I want to get my elbows as far away from me as I can, so I've got some power pulling them into this elbow strike right here. As I slide a little bit, I'm pushing off this left foot to land in a back stance. It's not that I just want to go and land it. I'm going to slide into that person a little bit. So they did maybe a low front kick right here that I blocked. And then I don't just want to hit them. I don't want to just step up and hit them. I want to move them way back when I do that there. So that's the X block. Looking over the right elbow. That's the elbow I'm really focused on. Left foot comes to right as I get ready. And if you, I don't know the best way to think about this, left foot comes in so left hand goes down as you get ready. Then what you're pretending on this move is someone's grabbing hold of you here, right? And you're going to take both arms and break their grab. Break their arm. Okay, snap it. And that's why I say break when I do that. Someone grabs me here, I've got two arms. One can come from the top down, the other can come from the bottom up. And I'm going to join them together and trying to break that arm, break that grab at least off me. Break, 2 times, right? So I came here, got that twice, reached, and I got 2 blocks I'm going to finish with. 1, 2, open-handed, back stance. We've done these blocks since yellow belt, so they should be good at that. It's hips and timing, relax and explode I'm looking for from these advanced levels. Right foot was the last move, so it returns back to true lead. That's Hwa Rang, the highlights.